Hi, my name is Lorraine Roe. I've been talking about psychic protection and psychic ability. And in my fourth installment, I want to talk about trying to get beyond doing everything yourself. I know when my daughter was 4, she used to say, "I do it myself, Mommy." And you know, that is perfectly healthy. That break to try and go off in your own direction when you're 4 is perfect. However, we as humans tend to take that a little too far. And I have found that when I'm really worrying about something, when I'm obsessing about it, I think that my best thinking is going to solve the whole thing. And usually my best thinking is not really getting me anywhere that I really want to go. One of the things I found with spirit is that it's miraculous how creative the universe is when you release something back to a bigger source than yourself. One of the techniques that I like to use is I take a plate and I get out my permanent marker and I start writing on it what bugs me. You know, this, that, and the other. And yes, granted, it's not one of my better plates. It's something I usually pick up as an extra on-sale plate at Target or from, a secondhand store. I keep a stack of these around, by the way. Then I take it outside with my topics and I take a hammer. I put this in a box and I crack it to smithereens and I just say a prayer. Hey, it's yours now, universe. And then I take the plate shards and just dump them in the garbage. The other little simple thing I like to do is I'll take a piece of paper, pen, write my troubles, grab a box of matches, and poof, light it on fire. I have an outdoor fireplace and I burn a lot of stuff. And here's the thing. It's not that you get these instant solutions to your perceived problems. It's that the universe really starts to move stuff around when you give permission. So what happens is you write it down. You say, I release this back to the universe. And I've noticed that I'll get information. I'll have a shift in my thinking about something. Something miraculous will come in the mail. Maybe I'll see a sign on a billboard that sounds like, "Oh, this is your message." Spirit, again, is subtle at times. Not always, but it can be very subtle. And a lot of the shifting that happens is within me. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's just the truth. I realize I get stuck looking at something from a certain angle that isn't even the truth. It's just what I believe. And when I do this stuff, miracles happen. Just in the last few days, I've been asking for some new ideas about how I think about money and how I think about people with lots and lots of money. Because, of course, I know people with lots and lots of money and I know people with zero money. And I'm just trying to take a look at what my thinking is about all of it. And one of the things I've been doing is I've been going around saying to myself that I love money. And I'm singing it to that song, I Want Candyland. I love money. Dun, 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 dun. I love money. And it's really driving my kids crazy. But that's all right. A couple of days ago, I was at my kids' school, and a mother there had an extra set of tickets to go see the band REM that night at the Hollywood Bowl. And she was trying to give them away, and she came across my path and said, "Do you want these?" And I said, "Yeah, baby." And, we were all up against it because she'd lost her babysitter. Another parent's spouse was working late. Well, you know what? I got the tickets. My husband was able to get off work early. We got babysitting. And it all went boom, 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 boom. And, I didn't plan any of it. I just asked for help. I said yes. And I think it's part of an outcome of some of the burning I've done all week, because I've been burning stuff about abundance and money and allowing for new forms to come in that I'm not planning on. I think that the blood vessels get constricted, so to speak, when you plan how abundance is going to come into your life. The universe is so much more brilliantly creative about how things can come in than my ego. And when I really release what it is that I think I need or want, at least in the form, back to the universe, I always have these outstanding miracles. And I think one of the things that this builds in is learning how to be flexible. I think that we're too entrenched in trying to work things out a certain way. I know I am. And when I talk to clients a lot of times, it's that they've got this really rigid thinking about the way things have to be. And, your spirit guides are not codependent. They're not. They don't want you to be comfortable. Sorry, bad news. They want you to be happy and satisfied and, grateful for your life. But they don't necessarily go for comfort. And I had a really good friend of mine say one time that it's not that the money doesn't come in, it's how the money comes in that bothers us. And that, for me, has been so true most of this path. Sometimes I have to ask for a loan. Sometimes I say I need help with this, that, or the other. And, it's been uncomfortable at parts and times of my life. And then, something will turn around and we'll just, the money will be flowing in. And that's fun too, but, it's not always comfortable. It's just not. I wish it was. And I know I'm talking a lot about money, but the bottom line is this is not an exercise about money. It's an exercise about anything that's bugging you. It can be anything like a relationship, your work, your pets, your kids, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your partner, I don't know who, your boss. This stuff works. Once you give full permission, it is powerful. And I also believe it's very powerful to make it a physical, embodied exercise where you're smashing a plate or you're burning some paper because you're actually using material, your trial by fire or hammer, to release this stuff and get rid of it and get it off your plate, so to speak. So here's my suggestion. Give it a whirl. Get out the matches. Get out the hammer. Go to work, babe. Just work on it. Just do it. Just put it out there to the universe. And keep a journal. I don't always write down what I put on the paper because I kind of know the essence of it. But, since you are destroying the evidence, you might want to record it in a journal and then watch for the next week or two and see what happens, what transpires related to what you're releasing back to the universe. And again, it's going to be subtle. I mean, it could be a shift in your thinking. It could be a message from a psychic. It could be some funny email you get, or it could be a friend telling you something they've really needed to tell you for a long time. I don't know how it will come in, but just watch. Watch, wait, and listen. See if this stuff works. Prove it. Show me the money. Does the universe provide when you surrender? Does it offer up answers in response? And I think the answer is absolutely, but I don't think it's something you have to have blind faith about. It's look for the evidence. See if it's true. Give this exercise a whirl. See how your week goes after you do it. See what shifts. It's not up to us to think our way out of these problems or issues. It's really up to us to surrender and, demand that the universe meet us in kind. It's perfectly fair, really. I mean it. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you again. Bye.